Good morning. Hello. If you are here, I see we have some jumping on. Please say hello. Let me know you're here. Running a tad behind my printer, of course. I ran out of paper. Yeah, believe it or not, I ran out of paper. It was supposed to be here this morning. I'd realized that last week. I thought I had more, and I didn't. So, it was supposed to be here, and now it's saying it'll be here today, but it's not here yet. So, I was kind of in panic mode looking for some of them extra pieces that I have that didn't fully print that I could use. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. Hopefully this works. And it gives me a good print because I need a good print. I don't have any paper. The one thing that you don't want to run out of when you're doing sublimation, right, is printer paper, and here I am. So let me see if this prints. Hey Alexa, play K-Love.
K-Love from iHeartRadio.
I'm going to put some background music on. It's a little quiet here. Good morning. If you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know you're here. I'm trying to get that algorithm moving. Facebook changes every now and then, and we must have had a recent change. So let's get that algorithm going again so that you guys can see me when I'm on here. Long time since I caught you on a live. Well, good morning, Sandy. I'm glad you're here. Having my iced coffee. Try to get my morning going here. All right, let's see if that's printing. I'll be right back. Okay, I might have a print here, which is a good thing. Try to print one more just to be safe. I like to always print an extra, just in case I need it. But look what I found. I found a Bodabra. I told you that we were all going to do a Bodabra this morning, and I don't have any ribbon here. So I was so excited that I got this. I grabbed it, I found it at home. It was in my basement sitting, because I don't use it often because I usually hand tie my own bows. But I was super excited because I had found it, and I didn't bring the ribbon. So we are not gonna do the Bodabra this week, but I might do one like midweek here. Maybe I'll pop on Wednesday and we'll go ahead and do a Bodabra for you. So let's plan for that. I'm gonna plan that we're gonna do one Wednesday morning and I'll do a bow for you all. So super excited. I don't really use it a lot. Sometimes around Christmas though I do, whenever I need them really, really substantial bows. And like I'm adding greenery to it and stuff. And I'm gonna show you how we can use these, because this is an awesome thing if you don't know how to hand tie a bow, or you just sometimes, like, I feel like I don't have enough fingers when I hand tie really massive bows. So this is a great thing for that. And I'm gonna show you how to do that, and I'll go ahead and do that on Wednesday for you guys. So we'll have two this week. We'll do one exclusively just for the Bodabra, just because I don't have the ribbon with me that I needed. So it's just been one of the mornings. Good morning, Maria. So let me see if that's done printing. So that first one was a no-go. It did not print. I am so upset. I have no printer paper. Like, how does that even happen? I thought I had some, and I had smaller ones. I had the smaller batches, and I have no big 13 by 19 sheets that I need. So here I am trying to scramble and find those. Let me be right back. I'm gonna look in one other place that I think I might have some, because I could have swore I got a shipment in and I don't know what I did with it. So I could have swore that I had more than that. Let me go look. I'll be right back. Okay, I found 3 sheets, so I'm super excited over this. So you guys think I have it all together? Really, I am just a total mess. I really am. Like, how does a person run out of printer paper? I just did. I literally do not know. I could have swore I had 2 more batches, but obviously I do not. So let's get this printed, and then we are going to start. Good morning, Linda. Yeah, so even though I am in a shop and I have all kinds of storage and all kinds of, I'm a mess all the time, obviously. Today is definitely a mess. I couldn't believe it when I was like, oh no. I know I ordered it last week, but I could have swore I still had 2, but I don't. All right, so moving on. This is what we're doing today. I got some sweatshirts. I know everybody's looking. I feel like that was my heat tape. I thought I ordered more, but I didn't. Yeah, I'm good on heat tape because I tend to order that often. I don't know why I didn't have the paper. But look what I got. I got hoodies. I got hoodies. So I found, finally, after working with different suppliers, I have found a source for some hoodies. However, the good news is I found the source for hoodies. I've tried about 5 different brands. This is the one I love. It is Vapor Apparel, so it is 100%. And I've used this before. This is the ones that I always use for my hoodies. And this is the one that I love because it's 100% polyester, although it feels like a cotton hoodie. These are awesome. And like I said, I've tried about, I think 3 to 5 different ones. And the most that I could ever get was be like 60% poly, which was great. And it gave it more of a vintage. But the problem was, it gave it more of a vintage. I kind of wanted something that when you printed it, it just was a vibrant print. So I'm back to these again, and unfortunately they're expensive, and that's the downside to them. But do I sell them for a good price? My hoodies sell for $45, and that is not a bad price considering that when you go out and you get a hoodie or you order them online, they are about $45 anyways. So, but the cheapest that I could get these for are $20 each. I am going to offer them up. I'm going to do a buy-in for them just simply because I don't have them on hand, because I didn't know if that would be something that you guys wanted because they are a little bit more expensive. But I'm telling you, the quality of these are they're spot on. They are awesome. And I can get them in a large and an extra large right now. Those are the two sizes that I can get them in. And this is the color that I'm getting them in. I will have a white coming in. I haven't tried a white yet. So these are true to size. Yes, Donna, these are absolutely true to size. They are my favorite hoodies. I had them last year and you guys were all oohing and awing over them. I wasn't able to get them in because of the manufacturer I had with COVID and everything. They just weren't coming in. But I do got them now, okay? I don't have them in stock, but I can get them. So I'm gonna do a buy-in for these, okay? And I'm gonna say, these are gonna be coming from overseas, so I'm gonna say it has about at least a 2 to 3 week window to them. But these will be great because they'll be coming in just in time for fall, okay? I don't know if they can get them to me any sooner. I got the sample a little bit sooner just because it was the samples. But there's telling me there's probably a 14 to 15 day lead time on window for them, meaning that it's going to be 2 weeks after they produce them, and they're saying give them at least 5 days. So I'm going to say 2 to 3 weeks on these, okay, depending on how many I need to order. These are unfortunately a little bit more expensive. They're going to be $20 each, okay, but these are true to size and they are so awesome. They are just like a regular sweatshirt. I'm going to show you how these print, and then we are going to, I'm going to go get my prints. So hopefully they print it because I only had 3 pieces of paper. All right, I got one printed. So I am actually going to make myself a fall. And this design is in my Google Drive. I do have this one in my Google Drive. If you order the Google Drive, this is in there. I'm gonna do this one for myself because I'm a horror movie lover. So these are right up my alley. And this sweatshirt I am actually going to press for myself. Oops, I have things falling here. All right. Okay, so I'm doing the large side for myself. I wear a large. My husband usually, he does an extra large. So these definitely run true to size, okay? Let me get... First and foremost, if you're new here, you know I trim all of my prints. Just because I never know if there's any ink up here, even though it doesn't show it, that doesn't mean that it's not there. So I always trim the top of my print off, and then I like a good straight line to be able to line things up. Okay, so let me just put this aside. And I know this looks forward to you, but the camera mirrors things. So this is actually mirror imaged. So when you do your prints, and we are going to be, if you're new and we're going to be laying them down, it needs to be mirror imaged. If you worked with vinyl, you'll know that from like heat transfer vinyl, because when an object lays on it, you're seeing it the other way. So we need to have this mirror imaged, even though it looks straight to you, okay? This I printed out, I'm going to say, this is on a 13 inch paper, so I kind of used it. So it's like 13, probably by like 13 by 10 print. And then I just want to see it, make sure I didn't print it too big. Nope, we're good. All right, so, and like I said, this is in the Google Drive. I think I might have loaded it into my Etsy shop. I'm not quite sure though. Where did I get the cutter from? That cutter's actually, let me show you it. I tend to show it every week when I use it. I actually got this off of Amazon. This is a really nice one. I've used the Carl before. I used to scrapbook and did vinyl, and when I did, I had the 12 inch. This time I ordered the 15 inch, and it fits my 13 inch papers in there really nicely, so I can trim them really well. When I had the 12, it didn't, and it couldn't, I couldn't fit my 13-inch paper in there because it was too wide. But with the 15-inch, it is able to cut them papers really nicely. And this was probably about, if I'm wrong, I might be wrong, I want to say maybe like $40, but this is like a staple item that you absolutely need with sublimation, okay? It's almost as important as your paper, which I didn't order, that I was short on. But this is almost as important because you aren't going to need to cut your prints every single time. Cut them down, give yourself straight lines. You know, the scissors is great to be able to cut with, but really, if you want to be able to line your items up better and give yourself a better placement, cut your papers, and always trim your papers across the top and around the sides, just for that extra ink that might get on your papers. All right, so I have so many projects going on right now. I'm just getting ready for a craft show, and I just have projects all around here. Like, all of my surfaces are a disaster. I really need to clean them. All right, so here we are. Okay, this is the hoodie. And I'm gonna go ahead and it doesn't really need press. Sometimes I press them, sometimes I don't if they're really wrinkled. This one's not bad. So I'm literally just going to line it up and put it on here, okay? And I'm gonna just take my print, and I am going to use heat tape. Some people like to use spray adhesive. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, there's a time and a place for it, but this is not one of them for me. I just will use heat tape. And when you use heat tape, make sure you get a good heat tape. I get a lot of people who say, you know, their heat tape leaves marks, leaves yellowing on their mugs, on their shirts, whatever, on their blankets. I do not get that, so I do not order. That's one of the items I don't order off of Amazon, just because I don't know sometimes the quality of it, okay? I order these off of a good sublimation supplier that I use, because not everybody on Amazon and I don't know if it's just done out of like ignorance, not knowing. There's a lot of things on Amazon that say sublimation ready, and a lot of people, especially like mugs and things like that, and then they'll get it and it's not. So I don't know if they just put that in their titles automatically and not realizing that some of the items that they're, you know, putting there that they say sublimation ready is not sublimation ready. So this is one of the things I don't trust tape, because I don't want tape ruining my items, tape marks. All right, so when you're doing these, you are going to need to make sure that you tuck all of that into the back so that we get a good press on these. And watch your fingers. Now, most of you know I have the clamshell. That's all I've ever used. I've not used the straight one that comes straight down. I've never used that kind. I've always used a clamshell. And with the clamshell, there's more pressure toward the back than there is the front. I've learned to work with that because that's what I've always had. So make sure that, you know, just get your image toward the back a little bit more. Just for the simple fact being that's where more pressure is. Not that you absolutely have to, because I have items that come, you know, all the way to the very front. I just adjust for that with my pressure, okay? And there is a pressing pillow under here because I am pressing on fabric. I need to have even pressure, and with the pressing pillow, that helps when it's fabric items. I use a pressing pillow a lot with a lot of my items. And then I'm just going to cover it again with butcher paper, and this is unwaxed. It's a little too hard. All right, so let's adjust. And we need a good firm pressure on that so that we get a really good press on it. And that's 400 degrees. I'm doing 60 seconds on these. I found that's a good pressure or a good heat and time for this. These were recommended at 460, so this seems to work really well. Sometimes I adjust, even though always go by what your manufacturer directions tell you. Sometimes I've learned that maybe for my machine it doesn't work and I've learned to adjust, but this one's a good one. With the hood towards me, yes, it does, but that's either way. Works a lot better with less bulk. I might try that, but yeah, I might try that next time and we'll see. I've never thought about turning it around. I've kind of always faced it toward me. These hoodies are so nice, so nice. They are literally, they feel like a cotton hoodie. They are hot. All right, and you know I like to always flick my items when I'm done, kind of get those fibers back up. This is hot, hot, hot. Okay, let me cool this off for a minute. It's almost too hot for me to touch. Okay, that's better. And this is not going to fade because this is going to stay vibrant simply because it is 100% polyester, meaning that 100% of this design is infused into the material. Okay, so 100% polyester means 100% of the design, the ink is into the material. As you go down to, let's say 80%, that means 80% of your ink is infused and 20% of that will wash away. So that's why we don't use 100% cotton, because 100% of that is cotton. There's no polyester, so nothing gets infused, and as you wash it, it gets put away. It gets washed away. Love the shirt you have on. Do you mind saying where did you get it? This was something I had made. Yeah, I cut this one out. I do got bleach tees coming. I got more coming, so I just got to get them in stock for you guys. But look how nice, look how vibrant. Even though that's a very dark print, okay, it's still very vibrant. This one's gonna be mine. Where do you get your hoodies? I'm gonna have a buy-in for them here. Like I said, they're gonna be a little bit more expensive, but they are worth them, completely worth them. They're gonna be $20 each. The price point's a little high. I do sell my hoodies though for $45. I do not have a problem selling them for $45. And if you literally go online and you search like custom hoodies or hoodies, you can get them $45 to, I've seen them as high as $75. So, you know, a $45 price point is not a bad price point for them. These are true to size. I will put this one on. I'm gonna turn on my air because it is hot in here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I wear a large shirt, and this is a large hoodie. It is literally true to size. And like I said, my husband wears an extra large and shirt, and he wears an extra large hoodie. And these are unisex, so they are just as good for female as they are male. Now I will tell you, when you're doing these hoodies, make sure these are plastic. The ends have a plastic to them. Make sure that they are out of your press because they will melt, okay? But yeah, 100%. I'm even thinking if I would have had a few more pieces of paper, I was thinking about adding some things to the sleeves. And you know, you could press the sleeves, you can add a few other things down here. You could press the front panel. Unfortunately, I'm out of printer paper. But look how nice these are. These are so nice. And the fit is awesome. So I will do a buy-in for these, okay? Because I don't want to order a lot of them. They're expensive for me as well. So I don't want to order a lot of them without doing a buy-in. So I'm going to list that though for them. And this is mine for fall. I don't think I have any other ones here. I pressed a few last year, and these, and then I couldn't get them. So, but this year I can, and hopefully they stay in stock. That's why I want to kind of get them now. When will the buy-in start? As soon as this is over, I'm gonna make the post for them. As soon as this is over, I'll make the post. We can go ahead and do the buy-in for them. And like I said, give me 2 to 3 weeks. That's what the manufacturer that I'm using. I am getting them from overseas, so they're saying 2 to 3 week time. All right, so don't think that we're gonna get these and I have them ready to ship, because I do not. But I sell quite a few hoodies during last year. I only had, I want to say I only had 12 in stock, and they literally, they were gone within like 10 hours. Finished ones. I did the lion last year was a big thing that I had done, and the not the sheep, lion, my design, and that was a big seller, and it literally was gone within hours. And that was 12 of them. And like I said, I sell these for $45. I've never had anybody say anything about them. What's the biggest size I can get? I want to say, right now I know that the large and extra large is what I'm going to do right now. I think the 2X is out, and this is the color that I'm going to do. I do have a white coming, a white sample coming. So I'm going to try to also do the white, but I haven't seen it yet. So right now we're just doing the gray. This is the heather gray that we're going to do. And I think the 2X is out. That is a big one that always seems to go. So right now I'm doing the large and the extra large, and sometimes they have a 3X, but I think they were very limited on that as well. So I'll have to check that, but right now we're just going to do the large and the extra large, okay? And then hopefully these will be something I will be able to have in stock for y'all. Where do you find the link for the buy-in? It's going to be here. As soon as this is over, I'm going to make a post, and then the buy-in will be there, because I need to do a buy-in on these. I just can't. They're expensive, so it's not something that I can just have out there. Can I get kid sizes too? Not in these as of right now, unfortunately. I wish I could, because I would love to have some for my grandkids. So I will go ahead and keep looking for the kids ones, because I know I would love to make these for my grandkids. Okay. So what's the poly count on these? These are 100% polyester. So this design that you put on will not fade. All right, so these are 100%. And that's why I love these. I can get these in a 60% polyester, which you know that I usually don't like to go below 65. And I did try them, and they really were vintage when I had washed them several times. A little bit more than I kind of liked. So I'm kind of just wanting to stick with these, the 100%, because, I'm all about quality. Everybody can, sell what they want to sell, and that's fine, but I like, if I'm offering my customers something and I'm charging them $45, I want it to be $45 of good material. I don't want them coming back and saying, oh, that washed away. Or I don't like it now after 3 or 4 washes, the print's not as vibrant. This is gonna stay just like this. I have a few actually from last year that I did, and they have been washed over and over and over. We keep them in our campers, and we camp a lot. They've been washed and washed and washed, and I'll tell you, they have not faded a bit. All right, so that was easy, quick live for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and make a post. This is the large that I'm wearing, okay? It is true to size. So if you wear a large, if you like a large hoodie, and that's what you usually get, this is a large. That's what I usually wear in my hoodies, in my shirts. I kind of like a little bit of room. Extra large is just as, it's true to size too. And they are unisex. I wear these, my husband wears them, all of my kids wear them. And I am gonna go on the hunt though for some of the, for the grandkids, because I would love to get smaller sizes. All right. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna make a post. If you're interested in these, I'm only going to do the buy-in for, let me see, it's Monday. I'm gonna close it Wednesday night, just because I really need to get these going if you guys are interested in them. Would you like me to put them also over on, I would like to put them over on Etsy, but the problem is they're not gonna be, they won't be here. Wonder if I can change my shipping over there. That way Jens can use the Klarna over there. Is that something that everybody's interested in here? And that's just like the Sezzle, where you would do 4 weekly payments in them. I think it's weekly. Is that something that you all need? Is that something you don't need? I don't even know if I could put that over there with that. Unfortunately, with the Facebook group, they do not allow us to have it. I would have to do it on a web page. All right. Use PayPal. Oh, okay. I forgot about that. PayPal does let you do that. Yes. Okay, so if you use PayPal, you can use the payment plan with PayPal. Okay, so let me get off of here. I'll get these listed. I will do them. I will close this out Wednesday, and that way we can go ahead and get that in, and we can get these out to you all. Like I said, it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks. All the information will be on the post, and then that you will have these for, definitely for October. And if you're looking for this design, it's also in the Google Drive. I think I put it also in my Etsy shop. I'll have to check if not. So you could purchase this as well. Okay? All right, you guys. I love you all, and you have a blessed day.